In this video, we're going to get into whether or not Wilmington, North Carolina is a safe place to live. We're going to talk about crime, stats, good areas, the bad areas. Let's go ahead and get into it. This channel is entirely dedicated to Wilmington, North Carolina and the surrounding areas. What makes it good, what makes it bad. So in this video, we're specifically going to talk about whether or not Wilmington, North Carolina is a safe place to live. Now, if you guys have been looking on the internet for information about Wilmington, this channel is totally dedicated to that. So hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. That way you guys will be notified every single time that we upload a video just like this with good information about the area. Give us a thumbs up. All that's going to help us bring these videos to you guys. So make sure that you guys tune in till the very end of this video because there's some great information that you're going to want. So without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about whether or not this area is safe to live. You guys reach out to me all the time asking about whether or not the crime stats are real that they're finding on Google, if the area is a safe place for them to move their family to. Wilmington, North Carolina was just voted the #1 inbound destination for the United States. People are moving here in droves. People reach out to us daily asking for information on this. So let's talk about the crime. My family specifically has lived in Leland. We've lived in the historical downtown. We currently live in the Ogden area on the other side of town. So we feel like we've lived in a pretty good swath of Wilmington and can talk intelligently about the different areas. So one thing I can tell you that if you're going to pull up a crime map, and I suggest you pull up a crime map, do your own research on this. LexisNexis is a great tool for any area that you're looking at for crime stats. Unbiased. It's not going to be like Fox News. It's going to give you real information. Stay off of the news channels because they love to report bad news. That being said, LexisNexis is a great tool. It's going to help support a little bit what I have to say, but the majority of crime happens in our historical downtown. Now, Wilmington, North Carolina has a population upwards of 200,000 people. I feel like when you have a big swath of humanity like that, unfortunately, some of the byproduct is going to be crime, and that does manifest itself in bigger numbers in the historical downtown area. The downtown area, for the most part, is extremely safe. I was just here last night with my daughter, who's 4 years old. We got ice cream. We walked down the Riverwalk. We walked over to my offices, which are in the historical downtown. People were taking pictures for their wedding, 15-year-old birthdays. It's a beautiful area. The core of downtown is extremely safe, highly patrolled by police officers, kept very clean for tourism. So there's no real issues in the core of the downtown per se, but in the periphery, if you get south of Worcester, if you get east of 13th Street, the north end of downtown, the peripheral areas is where the gentrification has kind of pushed the problem areas out to, and there is crime in those areas. There is a disproportionate amount of crime in those areas. So not to say that crime doesn't happen in other portions of Wilmington, Leland, Hampstead, it does. It happens everywhere. But the majority of concentration is in those areas. Now, that being said, Wilmington did win a very prestigious award back in 2016. We were named #4th drunkest beach city in the United States. Can't make that up. We were beat out by Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, who came in #1. If you've ever been to Myrtle Beach in the summertime, they've earned that right. My hometown of San Diego, California came in at #9, so it's a trend with beach cities. In the summertime, people drink too much, unfortunately get behind the wheel of cars sometimes, and drive where they shouldn't be. So that being said, Wilmington does have that issue in the summertime. The police force is very aware of it. They are cracking down in force in the summertime specifically, setting up spots to stop traffic and check alcohol levels. So that being said, it's something that to be aware of the area that there's people drinking and driving on the roads, especially in the summertime. Something I found very funny when I moved here, me and my wife found very funny actually, was you'll see people on mopeds oftentimes with a 12-pack of beer on the back. The reason for that is because they've gotten a DUI, they've gotten their license suspended. In North Carolina, you're allowed to operate a moped if your license has been revoked. So you'll see that pretty often. Not to say that every single person on a moped is on it because of a DUI, but that is partly why too. So that being said, I hope that's helpful. Again, LexisNexis is the site to check out for the crime stats. My family has never really had any issues, even living in the historical downtown, with crime. It's always been a great area for us. You know, there are homeless, there are, you know, people on drugs like there are in most downtown cities. The suburbs are really pretty quiet for the most part. Leland as well as Hampstead, as well as the periphery of Wilmington, outside of the historic downtown. So I hope that's helpful. We have people daily right now reaching out to us. Like I said, we were voted the #1 city of inbound moves. So people are moving here in droves. People are looking for honest information about an area. There's good, there's bad about this area. So we'll always shoot it straight. But if you are looking for that information, feel free to reach out, pick up that phone, give us an email, send that carrier pigeon, do however you do it. Or reach out to us. We'd love to help you out in any way possible. My name's Jake Wire, Wilmington, North Carolina. Love to help you. If you guys are looking for more videos, check out the ones that are coming up right now.